Hi, I'm Elena and I want to show you what I read last month, being the month May. I forgot that we just had May, now it's July. So let's start with first one, and it's not in correct order because you will figure out. It's just about books. I show you books and you will figure out. So let's start with Hungerstone. It's a retelling of Camilla, the vampire. So needless to say, but I will say it, it's sapphic. We have Lenore. She is married. They are going to their summer house. It's hot and it's less a house than a castle. A very old castle, and she's like, oh God, I have to deal with this. I have to make sure that looks good. But clearly it's her job, because men are not marrying wives, they are marrying servants, right? That's what they do. But on the way there, they are meeting this beautiful woman who is in distress on the street. They had an accident, actually. And it's Camilla. They take her in and take care of her. And Camilla is lingering around this castle while Lenore is trying to keep it together. But slowly and surely, she is having some realization. And I wish to have a friend like that. I think everyone needs a friend like Camilla to make sure we are not losing our path. It's a fantastic book. And the afterword, the author is in the end just basically delivering to you why it's so relatable. Because it's life experience, how it is sometimes to live with men and what it leaves you afterwards with. Very, very much recommended to everyone whose expectation towards man is somewhere below basement level. Did I say that? Yes, I did say that. The next book is The Mountain in the Sea. I'm not a native speaker, okay, leave me be. In the water. It's a sci-fi book about a doctor who is being invited on an island to discover a very smart species of octopi. But not only, there is so much to discover. This book is dealing so smartly with AI, with intelligence. What does it mean to be intelligent and conscious, especially conscious? What is it being human? Very smartly done. I think we have 3 POVs. 3.5. There's like one chapter I still don't know from whose perspective it was told. This book makes you really think, makes you understand, and widens your perspective and whole understanding to how you see world and how you approach the whole idea about AI and consciousness. I repeat myself, but it's a very, very good book which I recommend. Then I have an audiobook which I actually wanted to buy as physical book, but I was so not sure if I should or not. What's Your Dream? And that's why I went home and downloaded this like a sample, listened to it, and was like, okay, maybe let's do that. Let's see what he has to say. And listen, I'm so happy I did this, because in the end it's like he took me by the hand and had to talk. Finally someone had to have with me. What is my dream? What do I want? How to be happy? How to find a path? And we need all someone like this to take us sometimes by the hand. But it's not only this. He's also exploring if you are going for a business, if you're going for this, if you want to achieve this, how to do this, how to think about it, what questions you should ask yourself on the way to discover your dream again. Or let's go back to your childhood and think about, hey, what was your dream? Is it still your dream? Especially he seems to be known, I don't know him from this, I didn't see his videos, that he approaches people on the street and asks them, hey, what's your dream? And it seems like everyone actually knows what their dream is, but they are not pursuing it. So this is the book that guides you to find what your dream actually is, and go get it. Then I read this one. I read also the previous books, which are Strange Pictures and Strange Houses, and now the third one just recently came out, Strange Buildings. It's the thickest one so far, and I saw that this book says in the end of 2026 we get strange maps. I'm looking so much forward to it. So in my opinion, this is not a thriller, this is more a puzzle book, a crime puzzle book, because we have pictures. It's multiple stories which belong all together to create something in the end and explain what actually happened. And this one is the darkest one so far, because I did not see that's where we're going. That was dark. From the other two books, I did not expect to end up here. I mean, every crime is dark, but that got dark. But for a book, a good story. Very good. The second audiobook for this month was None of This Is True by Jewell. It's the second book for me by her. The first one was The Family Upstairs, which is a quiet story, and there was a turn I did not see coming, but it was not like, oh my god, no, what do you mean? No, it was just like, oh, okay. And in this one, None of This Is True, the title tells you none of this is true. So I was not surprised when in the end nothing of it was true. I am confused how this is good. The audiobook is, by the way, incredibly well done. The people speaking, explaining, the voices, the podcast part, the Netflix part, just from the perspective of the main characters. Very well read, done, performed, crazy. But the story itself, it's pretty clear one of these characters is just Lulu, and the other one is like, yeah, okay, girlie, you know, be a little bit careful in the world. And then we are surprised that this all happened. No, I was not. And I know I am one of the few people who thinks like that, because in my opinion, I took it serious when the title told me none of this is true. Why else is it there? So it's a fail of the title for me personally, because it gave it quite away. I'm unfair here. I'm very unfair here because I saw it through the whole story actually. And you will see it as well. One of those characters is just like crazy. Very well written to make me feel like, yeah, she's cuckooks. She's cuckooks. She's going places and she's cuckooks. Yes. Very well written. Is it surprising though what happens in the end? No. Not at all. Is it like, I did not see maybe this one thing coming? Yeah. Oh, I did not expect. Okay. But this is the amount of emotions I felt at the end of this audiobook, so I will not pursue any other books by this author because clearly this is not for me. I hope you are belonging to the people who actually enjoyed and loved this book very, very much. Yum, yum. Okay, the next book I have is Death and Other Occupational Hazards. It's a quite funny book because we have indeed here Death herself. She is an internal being. She is cruising all over the universe and collects all the souls on time because everything is scheduled. No one is dying just spontaneously. That does not happen. And at some point, she wants to go on Earth and just to see what is life about. How is it living, being a human being? So she's getting a human body and starts to live. Except unexpected, not planned deaths are happening. People are dying and they should not. How is that possible? So, this is kind of the layout of the story. But the important part is it made me laugh so much, out loud. I'm now actually very interested in pursuing some more books which are funny, not just spooky, crazy plot twists and stuff. I just want something to laugh. That would be very interesting actually to see more of this. And the last book I read, I read 7 books. I'm very, very proud of myself. Japanese Gothic. This book is right now making the rounds everywhere in every video and platform. Rightfully so, because it's very, very good. It's from the same author as Bat Eater, which is a very, very good already. And then we have Japanese Gothic. We have here 2 POVs, 2 people. We have Lee, living nowadays in 2026, and he is going to visit his dad in Japan in an older house. And then we have Sen, who lived in this house 150 years ago, but in the same room. And they have something in common, their connections. And while reading this book, it was so amazing actually that I could not figure out what is going on. I have actually in my books in the front, where is it? Notes about what I'm thinking at the current page where I stopped. And I had at some point so many questions because I can smell a plot twist a mile away. Sometimes, 10 pages in and I know already how it will end. It's bad. That's why thrillers have often very hard time with me. See, none of this is true. But this did something incredible. I did not see that coming, and I don't think you can actually, because this is some other stuff. I love the language. I love how it's presented, how they interact, what we learn, and how deep it is, and how sad it can get in the end. Because while you think it feels more like a thriller, it's paranormal, definitely, I think. It's something else. It's like not completely horror, but there is no other genre for this book than horror. Because it's so much more than just one category. It does such an incredible job hiding what it is. Recommend. Definitely. So I did quite well. I'm very proud of myself to read actually 5 books from my physical TBR, because I am touching this now. I am going to fight my TBR so hardcore. If you stayed until now here with me, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you read some of these books, and if you have something to say to improve the videos, please let me know, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I can go now and cool down. It turns out it's very, very hard to sit in front of the camera. You just heat up like an oven. Oh.